another brick fan with a look at the 2021 Advent calendars. This is day 4. This year I'm reviewing City, Star Wars, the new Avengers calendar, and Harry Potter. Before we get into day 4, let's recap day 3. From the City set, we got this little scenery build with a candy cane pole and what looks like a mailbox with a lantern on it. From Star Wars, we got a stormtrooper. From the Avengers, we got a small build that looks like it fits in with a Hall of Armor that has this little wreath display. And then for Harry Potter, we got this fireplace here, which allows you to have letters fall through it. So it does have a little bit of a play feature. So let's take a look at the builds for day 4. Here we have the City Advent Calendar. Let's take a look at day 4, which is up here in the top row in the second column. And it looks like we have another car here with something connected to the trailer hitch on the back. Here's our little car for day 4 in the City Advent Calendar, and what I thought was a trailer hitch, maybe that's just an exhaust. And that looks kind of like a little power piece that you see in some of the Avengers sets, just done in this white. Then there's the use of the blue for the glass here, and then a darker blue on top, so it could theoretically be some kind of emergency vehicle. Not really sure, but it is a nice little vehicle, once again using these 2x2 plates with the holes in them to represent the wheels, just like we saw with the truck in week 1. Let's go ahead and move on to our next Advent calendar. Here we have the Star Wars Advent calendar, day 4. Day 4 is up here in the top row. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. And it looks like a gun emplacement. So one of those large guns that you might have seen on Hoth. Let's go ahead and get that built. So here we have our gun emplacement, or this is just a large weapon that is semi-portable, so it's designed to stand in place, and then the stormtrooper or whoever operates it. I like how they use the gear shifts here to represent the legs that it would normally stand on, but just for additional stability, they added these clear pieces underneath. I like how the barrel is kind of built up here, and of course the stud shooter on top is also a nice touch. Let's go ahead and move on to our next Advent calendar. Here we have the Avengers Advent calendar, and we're looking at day 4, which is up here in the top row. And it looks like we have Black Widow. So here we have Black Widow, or Natasha Romanoff. And you can see her red hair piece here. She's also been done with blonde hairpiece in some of the other sets, but very detailed printing on her armor, good side printing here on her arms. And then the back also has some good printing, and then she does have an alternate expression, which is a more neutral face. She, of course, comes with the 2 lightsaber hilts, or these trans blue rods, which she normally comes with as staffs that she fights with, and this looks like it might be covered in snow because of the holiday season. Let's move on to our next Advent calendar. Here's our final Advent calendar from Harry. This is Harry Potter, and here is day 4, once again in the top row. And it looks like just a few accessories. So there's some letters, and it's like a broom and a shovel. So just some accessories that can be used for holiday decorations. As you can see, it's just a collection of items here. There's a shovel, a broom, a little wreath perhaps, and then 3 letters that come with this. Now that we've completed all the builds for day 4, let's go ahead and take one last look at all of them. Here are the builds from day 4 from our advent calendar. Starting with City, we have this little ambulance with an exhaust coming out of the back here, which I thought was quite cleverly done. This piece from Star Wars is called an E-Web Heavy Blaster. It also has a stud shooter on top with white studs, so a snowball shooter perhaps. This is Black Widow from the Avengers advent calendar. She has the 2 batons and one has some snow wrapped around it. And then from Harry Potter, we got just a few miscellaneous pieces. So there's a wreath here, broom, shovel, and a few extra mail pieces. Hope you've enjoyed my thoughts on day 4. Join me tomorrow for day 5 of the advent calendars. And until then, happy building. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel to see more of my content. I've left a link to several of my review playlists up here on the screen.